Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the house of David, which is the elect. And this is just quick breaking news. Hey, man, the Lord is, it's just embarrassing Esau left and right. Okay, as you see on the screen, Trump administration advisors was having a Oval Office announcement on, as it says here, clump return on investment is healthier Americans, right? And they have the whole Maha, which is make America healthy again. That's why you see Robert Robert Kennedy, right, over the left shoulder of this person, right side of the screen. And while he was making his statement, right, CEO of Eli Lilly, which I believe is a some type of pharmaceutical company. You have, as it says, a man just collapsed during President Trump Oval Office announcement. So, I'm going to play this video, and you're going to see, right, just the irony, right, the irony of it, which like I said, is the Lord basically, just having this devil just go out bad, right? He is going out horrible, right? The irony of an announcement, right, of healthier Americans, quote unquote, right? You have some individual just collapses. So let's play it.
But today we. Oh, you okay? Gordon, you okay? Yeah.
We're going to break away for just a moment as the White House addresses what appears to be a health emergency in the Oval Office. Our prayers go out to that man, and we will certainly keep you updated and head back to the White House.
But today we. Oh, you okay? Gordon, you okay? Yeah. But today we. Oh, you okay? Gordon, you okay? Yeah.
We're going to break away for just a moment as the White House.
Right. So, hey, man, they call lawyer how about Shemar Rashad, man, because hey, we are constantly praying, for the Lord to judge this wicked ass kingdom. Okay, and seeing something like that happen, right, live on television. Okay, on, like I said, an announcement, about health, and then you have some Edomite just collapses right in the Oval Office, right, is an omen, right? If you got spiritual eyes, you can see that this is definitely an omen, from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, let me get this scripture here in the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 16. It says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand," which is who, Yahushai, "shall be turned unto thee," right? Because we're in a time of the judgment coming upon Esau Edom, right? Lamentations, the 4th chapter, speaks about, right, that the Lord will discover thy iniquities, O daughter of Edom, right? He's going to discover thy sins. Okay, and we're in the time of that, right? And the Lord is working because in this kingdom, Esau, right, has made void the law of the Lord. At the same time, trying to portray himself as being somebody, that is upright, or somebody that is righteous, somebody that adheres to the words of the Bible. All right, but in the same chapter here in the book of Habakkuk, it tells you that the soul that is lifted up is not upright in him. Right, but going back here, it says, "The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory." All right, let's read this in the NLT. It says, "Soon it will be your turn to be disgraced." Oh yeah, let's not forget, you got Mitch McConnell. He be passing out, fainting every couple months, right? You just had it like a last month. He was walking and he just collapsed. All right. So it says, as it says here, soon it will be your turn to be disgraced. Come drink and be exposed. Drink from the cup of the Lord's judgment, and all of your glory will be turned to shame. You see, so we always go into Esau's pharmaceutical or company or institution, which we go into that word pharmacy, which are pharmakia, which goes into witchcraft, which is what Esau pushes out. All of these drugs, right? All of which they get rich off of. Okay, these billionaire businesses, right? $1 billion businesses get rich off of the destruction of the people, right? And they present it as being healthy, and present it as something to be beneficial to the people. All the while is really detrimental. All right, just like we know with that whole thing that happened in 2021. Okay, the what it is, right? That was something that was promoted, right, to be something that would be safe, right? S and E, and it comes to find out that it's neither S or E. Okay, and if you know, and if you don't, then you got to find out. But this is how we got to speak, because this truth is getting to this devil. All right, but let me get this here in the book of Isaiah 19, verse 11. It says, "Surely the princes of Zoan are fools. The counsel of the wise counselors of Pharaoh is become brutish." So you got this, these people that are up there, right, speaking about health, right, and the benefits of the pharmaceutical industry, and then the Lord just smites somebody right in the Oval Office. Like I said, that is a straight omen. All right, now we don't have any news. I haven't seen any news on the condition of that individual, but nonetheless, that happening, you can clearly see the concern and the shock, right, that was on those people that were there, right, even on Trump, right, happened right next to him. Like I said, that's an omen from Yahweh Shema Shai that you devils are through, right, and all of your devices, none of those things are going to stand, man. All right, we are in a time where that cup of the Lord's judgment is now on you. So reading on, it says, "The counselors of Pharaoh is become brutish. How say ye unto Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise and the son of ancient kings? Where are they? Where are the wise men? And let them tell thee now, and let them know what the Lord Yahweh of hosts has purposed upon Egypt." Okay? Where are your wise men? Where are your counselors, your advisors? Right? They should be telling you what the plan of the Lord is. But see, they're brutish, right? They're stupid. They don't have the understanding. You trying to stand in your enchantments, right? Stand with your sorcery, but you're not getting, any positive answers. Because the true men of the Lord, right? The things that, the prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai have been saying, that is what is standing. That is what is taking place. Okay, that is what you're seeing happen in this kingdom, is your downfall, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Right, verse 13, it says, "The princes of Zoan are become fools. The prince of Noph are deceived." So, like the princes of Noph are deceived. "They have also seduced Egypt, even they that are stayed of the tribes thereof. Verse 14, "The Lord has mangled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit." See, so everything that you are trying to accomplish, it's not working, right? That is why it says in Jeremiah 51st chapter that we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. And seeing that individual drop like that, it reminded me of what happened to I think it was King Herod Agrippa, if I'm not mistaken, where right the Lord smote him, right, and it said immediately, right, worms ate him up. Okay, and like I said, I don't know the state of that the person that just dropped, but he walked there. Obviously, he was there. He was standing there, and then all of a sudden, right, the spirit, okay, or should I say, at least the strength in his body left him, and he could no longer stand. All right, he could no longer stand. So, hey, Barakatah how about Shema Rashad, man, because I've been saying it lately, but we are witnessing the downfall, literally, the downfall of our enemy, man.
We're in the okay?
We are witnessing this man's downfall. I can't make it larger, but there you go, collapsing. All right, and you see, it's nothing but straight Edomites, man. So, with that, I'm gonna close it out. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Al Shai, Bashem, Rakak, Wadash. On to the next. Shalom.